Breaking. The most important catch. This week might be the one he doesn't even try to make, because the real battle is between pain tolerance, tape, and timing. If that sounds dramatic, it is. Our WR1's availability flips the entire offensive script, and I'm here to walk you through exactly how. Here's my promise. I'll tell you what truly matters in this update. What changed in the building, how the game plan flexes with or without Amon-Ra St. Brown, and the precise levers Ben Johnson can pull to keep the machine humming. No panic, no fluff. Just football reality and the path to points. Welcome back to Lions News Fan Report. If you want clean info, smart context, and zero noise, hit subscribe and drop a like right now so this reaches every Lions fan who wants substance over drama. Let's talk about who Amon-Ra is in our ecosystem, not just a headline. He's the safety valve on third down, the leverage reader in the slot, the option route encyclopedia, who turns a dead play into second and manageable. When he's on the field, the defense has to declare early or get bled by paper cuts. When he's off, your pass game loses the built-in answer key. Everything else flows from that simple truth. Now the part that makes this week tricky. Risk issues aren't just about can he catch? They touch three things. Catch radius. Do you keep balls on his frame instead of full extension sideline outs? Contact balance after the catch. Do you ask him to fight for YAC or get down clean? And ball security in traffic. Do you tweak how he finishes runs? If there's any soreness at all, the staff will edit the menu without deleting the identity dot. So here's how I see the plan, step by step. If he's active, the openers will be built to protect tempo and field choice routes at 5 to 7 yards. Glance RPOs that punish a nosy safety. Quick in breakers that let him catch, square, and make a smart decision. You'll see motion early, jet, return, short speed, not just to move him around, but to force tells, bumping equals man, rocking equals zone. Either way, the quarterback gets a clean picture before the snap, and that's half the battle on the road. If the risk needs management during the game, you'll notice subtle shifts. Less full extension outs to the field. More sticks, return, and pivot routes where he can win with hips and eyes. Less pin-pull perimeter screens where he has to tangle with a corner for extra yards. More quick-hitter access throws on the hash to keep the chains ahead of schedule. That's what protecting your star looks like without telegraphing anything to the defense. Let's say the trainers want to trim his snap count. The contingency tree is already built. Branch 1. Lean into 11 personnel with Sam Laporta as the chain mover on choice and option seams. And give Jameson Williams 2 manufactured shots, each have one off play action, one off a switch release from a bunch. Branch 2. Sprinkle 12 personnel and let the tight ends handle the dirty work on dagger and sail, while Jahmyr Gibbs gets the angle route and Texas tags against linebackers who don't run like corners. The more you make them defend the interior, the less they can double your outside speed. Protection has to match that vision. If defenses want to heat the pocket because they think the ball will stay short, punish them with screens that look like your regular concept, same motion, same formation, different punchline. Middle screens to Gibbs when they bring simulated pressure. Tight end delays when they blitz off the slot. And when they finally sit back in too high to stop the explosives, that's when you feed duo and inside zone and let the run game set up your shot window. This is where Amon-Ra's presence changes math even if he's not the target. His alignment decides who travels and who rotates. If he plants inside leverage and the nickel shadows him, you've created a one-on-one elsewhere. If they bracket him with a safety, you've created a run box you can live with. That's why his name in the huddle calms an offense he forces the defense to pick a poison before the ball is snapped. Let's get into the drive script, because the first 15 plays are the heartbeat of this team. With him, I expect the openers to be rhythm throws that get the quarterback hot, quick choice to the slot, toss crack to stress the force player, mesh at medium depth to create natural rubs, then a play-action glance when the second level starts leaning forward. Without him, you stack plays that create clarity, bunch to force off coverage, Condensed splits to reduce jams, motion to stack to give free releases, and one designer screen to slow down the rush. Different roads, same destination. Stay on schedule. Third down is where stars earn their checks and coordinators lose sleep. With Amon-Ra, you live in the family of stick, choice, and option return, plus a sprinkling of pivot when the nickel sits heavy on the inside hip. The read is simple. Find the leverage, trust the chemistry, fire on time. Without him, you build answers with Laporta sitting in voids and Gibbs breaking out of the backfield on choice versus a linebacker. If they play man, you motion the stack and dare them to pass it off. If they play zone, you throw the grass and accept the 6-yard profit. Don't chase the 9 when the 6 keeps you alive. Red zone is a different puzzle. Windows shrink. Hands matter. With Amon-Ra limited, I'd expect a stronger diet of play action from heavy looks. A rub element to get a clean release on the goal line. And at least one misdirection where the star is the decoy and the backside crosser steals an easy 6. If he's feeling right, by the way, the quick whip at the pylon is money when the corner overplays inside leverage. That's a low-stress throw with high-reward timing. 2-minute. If he's active, you'll see him on seams and digs to hit the honey hole against too high. If the staff wants to protect the wrist late, expect more sideline outs from your other receivers and choice to the tight end to manage the clock and cut the field. The secret here is to call plays that the quarterback can throw with his eyes first and his arms second, no hero balls. Just surgical cuts. Now I'll give you what you've been waiting for, the update at the heart of all this. The expectation is positive. The plan is built for him to be available, with the freedom to scale his usage up or down based on how the wrist responds on game day. Translation: active path in pencil, game time ink after warm-ups. That's the most honest way to handle a star who thrives on rhythm and contact but can't waste a week chasing style points. There's a leadership layer we need to talk about. Teammates watch how your WR1 carries the week. If he practices sharp, hits meetings on time, and gives the quarterback clean landmarks on every rep, it calms the entire room, especially the young guys who feed off his detail. And if the decision is a pitch count, stars can lead by accepting it without ego. That quiet buy and buys you trust when you need to move a teammate into a bigger role with zero notice. So who picks up the slack if the snap count is real? 3 names, 3 jobs. Laporta, become the third down accountant, get to the sticks, present a frame, own the catch point. Gibbs, own the mismatch game angle routes, option choice, motion to empty to force a linebacker into space. Jameson, threaten the roof consistently, not just 2 shots, but spacing that stretches safeties and opens everything underneath. If 2 of the 3 win their assignments, you won't feel a snap count in the box score. You'll feel it in time of possession and drive length. There's also a coaching chess match worth highlighting. If defenses roll coverage toward whoever inherits Amon-Ra's slot volume, punish them with formation into the boundary and boundary screens that put corners in a tackling contest they don't always want. If they chase speed with soft cushions, take the gift hitches until they break their own rules. Boring football is beautiful when it steals possessions. I want to level with you as a fan who lives this team like you do. I care about the big picture more than the headline. The big picture says, protect your best players in October so they can be their best selves in December. That doesn't mean hiding them. Amon-Ra doesn't hide from anything. It means using him where his superpower matters most and letting the system carry the weight elsewhere. That's how good teams become hard teams to beat. Before I close, jump into the comments and give me your read. If the staff goes with a monitored snap count, who should soak up those middle-of-the-field targets? Laporta on option seams, Gibbs on choice out of the backfield, or a bigger slice for the vertical game with Jameson? And if the call is full go, what's your ideal early script? Quick hitters to get him into rhythm, or one early glance-off play action to scare the safeties? I'll pull the sharpest takes into the next breakdown. Final analysis. The main news is straightforward. Amon-Ra St. Brown's outlook is trending positive. with a plan that allows Detroit to protect him without abandoning what makes this offense efficient. The playbook has contingency branches ready, the personnel fits are obvious, and the path to points is the same as ever. Win leverage early. Live ahead of the sticks, and let your stars be stars when the game gets tight. If you want fast updates and deep dives that respect your football IQ, subscribe to Lions News Fan Report, turn on notifications, and ride with me through every week of this season.